Well, as the Americans would say, Cricket Musings 173 has been on hiatus. But with the Ashes done and dusted in we're a couple of weeks into 2026, I decided to have a look at the cricket ahead in this year, 2026, and even give some of my predictions for this year. First, we go to India for the T20 World Cup. This year there are going to be 20 teams in the T20 World Cup, all striving in the final on March the 8th in either Ahmedabad or Colombo. Which team do I think will be there? Well, India will be one, and take your pick with the other teams. I believe this tournament is India's to lose. Home ground advantage will be a huge factor, and of course the pressure on the boys in blue, and I can't see any other result other than the Indians walking away with the trophy. With 20 teams in the tournament, there's always chances for upsets. You know, with teams like Oman, Italy, Nepal, Namibia competing, always chance for upsets, and that's where I see Group C being the place where there could be a major upset. Now, England are the strongest in that group, and along with West Indies and Bangladesh. But here I think this is where the upset's going to be. 19th of February at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Italy to beat the West Indies. You heard it here first. At the end of the World Cup, Pakistan is going to Bangladesh to play 2 test matches and 3 one-day internationals. Alright, next I'd like to focus on the end of May, and Ireland are supposed to be playing the first ever test match against New Zealand at that time of the year. At the time of recording this video, I don't know when the exact dates or where it's going to be played, but I have heard whispers that it could be at Stormont, which is in Belfast. But stay tuned to Cricket Musings 173 closer to the date, and I'll give you more updates on that test match. I can't see there being an upset in that game. I think it should be a New Zealand win, but the weather might have a say in the matter. After that match against Ireland, the Black Caps jump across the Irish Sea to play 3 test matches in England. Now these will be the first test matches that England play after the Ashes series, and for me it'll be interesting to see what the makeup of the England team will be. Now I think that Ben Stokes will still be the captain, but Brendan McCullum, who knows? As a Kiwi, I like him to still be there, and I think England do play a good brand of cricket, as they say, but as I said, who knows? Also, at the time that New Zealand are in England is the Women's T20 World Cup. Now, can New Zealand repeat from 2024 and become champions? I'm sorry I have to say to all New Zealand fans out there, it's an emphatic no. I can see the semi-finalists being Australia, England, South Africa and India, and you would think that Australia would be favourites out of that 4. But you never know, with India having home field advantage, you never know what will happen. Maybe they can do the double. Afghanistan have a couple of one-off test matches this year in India and Ireland. I wonder if Rashid Khan will be playing those games. After New Zealand have their 3 test matches in England, Pakistan have 3 test matches in England as well. But at that time of the year, I think July, August, the most interesting series for me is Bangladesh are going to Australia. And this is, I think, in August for 2 test matches. I don't think it's been decided yet. I guess the test matches will be in Darwin, Cairns, maybe in Townsville. An interesting thing for me is how different will the Australian team be from the 5th Ashes test match. Naturally, Usman Khawaja won't be there, but maybe it's an opportunity to blood a few players, or just keep going, keep that winning feeling going. It'd be interesting to see come that time. There's a big series in South Africa in September. Well, that's when the Aussies go over there for three test matches. Obviously the Bangladesh series will be a good warm-up for them and a chance for revenge for the World Test Championship final. New Zealand cricket and their accountants will be rubbing their hands with glee as the Indians come here to New Zealand in October. Now there'll be 2 test matches, 3 one-day internationals and 5 T20 matches. Now here's my call for that. I reckon New Zealand will win all 3 series. What do you reckon? Although, in saying that, the weather in October in New Zealand can be a bit of a lottery. So we could have some rain-affected games. No, without doubt there will be some rain-affected games. Okay, the final 2 series I want to talk about now are England going to South Africa at the end of the year and New Zealand going to Australia at the end of the year as well at the same time. Now, I think this is the first time New Zealand and Australia have ever played 4 test matches in one series. Somebody won't be able to correct me on that, but I was wondering where the test matches would be. Obviously, maybe the 3rd and 4th one will be in Melbourne and Sydney. The first 2, maybe Perth or Adelaide for a pink ball test, or even Bellerive Oval in Hobart. That was the last time New Zealand beat Australia, and they probably wouldn't mind going there because Bellerive Oval probably is very similar to conditions like here in New Zealand. I've never been to Hobart. Is it windy like it is here in New Zealand? Probably. The Proteas series against England will be interesting. I'm sure the Barmy Army will be out in force. And the only thing I ask is, please show it on TV here in New Zealand. I'm begging you. Thank you. There you have it, the 2026 year in cricket. Do you have any comments? Do you have any musings? Put them in the comments below. Look forward to seeing you during the rest of the year.